Good morning, children. I am Praveen Shrivastava, going to explain your history chapter number 3, that is Advent of British rule in India. In this chapter, we explain how the British East India Company entered India, started to trade with Indian traders, started to trade with India, and how slowly it started to administer India and took a major part of India from Indian rulers and other companies. The first topic is trade wars and struggle. In this topic, actually it is the summary of the lesson that so many European trading companies wanted to trade in different Asian and African countries. So there was a war among these factories, among these companies, these trading companies. So first of all, British traders were ousted from America. Means they were pulled out from America. Initially they were trading with American colonies, but when they pulled out from America, they turned towards subcontinent. Subcontinent means we can say Indian subcontinent. And in Indian subcontinent, they set up their centers at Calcutta first. British East India Company set up its center at Calcutta, and they did not go fast, but British East India Company took steps slowly, and according to the situation, they started to rule, they started to trade with Indian traders, or they started to trade with India, and finally a large part of India they occupied. Within 20 years, a big portion of India came under direct control of British East India Company. Other trading companies, other European trading companies of Holland, Portugal, France, and Denmark, they were also set up their centers in various portions of India. But British East India Company fought with them directly or indirectly and pulled them out from India. Or they restricted them in certain pockets. Like Portuguese were restricted only in Goa. Next part we will study in the next heading. Yes, children, our next topic is European settlements in India. First of all, we talk about settlement of Portuguese in India. Vasco da Gama, Portuguese was settled by Vasco da Gama in 1502. Alfonso de Albaric came from Portuguese in 1503, and he set up factory in Goa in 1503, and Goa was ruled by Portuguese. His governor Almeida, he was succeeded by Alfonso in 1509. Governor and occupied Goa in 1510. He occupied Goa from the ruler of Bijapur. And Portuguese ruled Goa about 4.5 centuries. Other European companies also came in India and discovered different parts of India. But in Goa, Portuguese ruled Goa about 4.5 centuries. Second part is of Dutch. Yes, children, now we study about the Dutch. Dutch established their company. The name of the Dutch company was United East India Company. It was formed in 1602. Dutch East India Company's name was the United East India Company and formed in 1602. And this company got right to trade, wage wars, and to build fortress. So in this way, United East India Company conquered Java first. In Indonesia, Dutch conquered Java and ruled Java. Then they turned towards India. Tratabar in Tanjore district in 1602. Now they occupy Tratabar in Tanjore district in 1602, and they established their factory one at Sarapur in Bengal. But actually, in other areas they defeated Britishers, but actually they were interested in the Spice Islands, mainly interested in the Spice Island in Indonesia. So they sold their settlements, Indian settlements. They sold their Indian settlements to British in 1845. So in this way we can say there is a large role of Dutch United East India Company in India, because finally two parts which they occupied, they sold to Britishers. Yes, children, our next topic is the English East India Company. East India Company, English East India Company was a group of merchants which were granted by a charter given by the Queen Elizabeth II. Given by the Queen Elizabeth I to trade for a period of 15 years to trade with East countries. So this company works started from Surat. First of all, it made its factory in Surat. It defeated Portuguese in 1612. Officers of this company granted monopoly trade from the Mughal Emperor Jahangir. Jahangir allowed to set up permanent factory in Surat, and Jahangir was too much affected by the companies that he allowed them to make a permanent factory in Surat in 1613. After 2 years, this company in 1615 got the right to trade in Gujarat. So, this company got the right to trade in Gujarat, and later it got the right to trade with Bengal also, in Hooghly. So Jahangir means Jahangir and Mughal empires gave the right to monopoly trade with Western Port Surat and Eastern Port Hooghly in Bengal. So in this way, this East India Company got the rights to trade with India, and after that this company fought different wars from other European countries, and slowly it got the right to rule India. Yes, children, now we study about French East India Company. French East India Company was formed in France at the time of Louis XVI. He was the king of France. Louis XVI in 1664. It got the right to trade with the East by the king, and this established factory at Surat in 1668. This French East India Company also set up its factory in Surat in 1668. It also set up factory in Masulipatam and in Pondicherry. And children, Pondicherry became the capital of French occupied territory in India. Later, this French East India Company and English East India Company, they fought each other. Different wars were fought between these two companies, and finally French East India Company became out of India, and English East India Company started to rule a major part of India. This we will study in the next part. Thank you.